Welcome back to 5-Minute Modding everyone. Today we're going to be covering Separatist Droids. These guys have a lot of uses ranging from TB, Arena, TW and GAC, and are currently a very high tier team overall in the game. They're not too speed focused, as many of you will be pleased to know, so modding them should not take a dip into your fastest mods at all. Without any further delay, let's get started on going through the mods you'll need for this team. So first up we have General Grievous. For him you're going to want to make sure you have 3 health sets. It's very important that you have health primaries on the circle, cross and arrow as well. As for GG, as many of you know, health is used to determine his damage. For the triangle, you're going to want a crit damage primary. You need to aim to 6C all of his mods, especially the health and crit damage primaries, to get an amazing boost to his damage. Moving on to secondaries, for him you're going to want some speed, but the main thing you're going to be looking for is additional health in the secondaries to boost his damage even further. Offense won't boost his damage at all, so don't worry about that with him. For speed, you need to aim for at least plus 80 from mods. Next up, we're going to talk about the B1 Battle Droid. For him, you're going to need an offense set and a potency set, as most of the other stats are completely useless for him, given how his kit is designed. For primaries, you're going to want to go for offense on the cross and triangle, a speed arrow, and for the circle, it doesn't really matter as both health and protection are useless for him. So just focus on the right set and some good secondaries. While on the topic of secondaries, you're going to want to look for some speed to at least meet the minimum I would recommend, which is plus 75 from mods. And after that, you're going to want to look mainly for offense. Potency is also useful, but offense is much more important overall. Up next, we have Magna Guard, who you're going to want to mod with 3 health sets or 2 health and 1 defense set, whichever has your best secondaries I would recommend. For primary stats, you're going to want protection on the circle, cross and triangle, as because B1 heals protection, it makes it a better choice over health for him. For the arrow, go for critical avoidance or protection, with critical avoidance being my personal choice. Moving on to his secondaries, you're going to want to go for a little speed, aiming ideally for around plus 50 speed from mods, and after that focus on protection, defense, or even health secondaries to make him as tanky as possible, as you're going to want him protecting your team for as long as possible before he dies. And now moving on to B2 Battle Droid, who's going to need a mix of potency and tenacity sets. You can do this in whatever combination works best for you, as long as he has the 3 sets and meets the stat goals I'm going to talk about soon. For primaries, you're going to want protection on the circle and triangle, potency on the cross and crit avoidance on the arrow, as long as you can meet at least plus 65 speed from mods without a speed arrow. For his secondaries, you're going to want a bit of speed to meet the aforementioned goal, and after that look for potency and tenacity. Ideally, you're going to want at least 100% potency and 100% tenacity in his total stats, as you need him to both land buff immunity and resist effects like daze and stun as much as possible. And finally we have Droid Iker. For him you're going to want to use an offense set and a potency set with as little speed as possible on the secondaries. Because of how his kit works, speed is actually a very bad thing to run on Droid Iker, as it will reduce his damage. This is why I'm running a health set on him right now over a potency set, as I don't have any spare mods that fit this criteria. For his primaries, you're going to want protection on the circle, and offense on the cross, triangle and arrow to help boost his damage even further. For his secondaries, the only thing that matters with him is offense. Focus on this purely and make sure to avoid speed completely where possible. And that's all for today everyone. I hope you all learned some helpful tips for modding your Separatist Droids. They're an absolutely vital team these days, as they will help you out massively in a lot of areas of the game. Next time on 5-Minute Modding, we're going to be looking at the CLS Rebels, so be sure to subscribe to the channel, ready for when that releases later this week. And also please remember to like the video, leave a comment, ring the notification bell, and even hop into my Discord server. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all very soon.